Dougie, without wishing to age you, you've done quite a few of these press mornings.
Thanks, James. Cheers.
Do you still get the buzz of a start of the season?
Obviously, it does sort of signify the start of what's about to come, and I think at this stage, as we sit here, or stand here, we're pretty well placed to start the season. We've had a really good preparation period since the end of last summer. Great pre-season in Dubai, which was very, very beneficial for everybody, and the game with some really good game time since we came back. So guys are in pretty good fettle, and I think they're very excited about what we're about to embark on as well.
We've had some very strong squads over the years. In terms of what you've got available at the moment, would this be the strongest that you've got?
I think so. I mean, it's nice to have everybody fully fit for one. That's a novel experience for us. The last few years, early in the piece, we've had to sort of try and get around one or two sort of medium-term injuries that we've had. So this year we've got a fully functional, fit squad, which is great. We've got obviously the England guys back again for the foreseeable future. So without putting too much pressure on these guys, it's quite nice to be able to pick from what you consider to be your best squad, best side. We obviously have to make some difficult decisions on the back of that, because people will want to be playing, and that's quite right. So there'll be one or two disappointed players, and managing that is going to be just as difficult, I guess. But it certainly bodes pretty well.
We'll just go through the three formats quickly if we can. The T20 first. You've obviously been to finals there the last 2 seasons. That in itself is a great achievement, because essentially every T20 is pretty much a 50-50 game. So yeah, you've got a great formula to go with.
Yeah, well, obviously, since we formulated the partnership with Selco, we've been in finals day twice, haven't we? Won it once, finals day. Hopefully, we can go the same way as we went in 2014. But 2020 for one, I think we've got a really good method. Obviously, we're quite keen to sort of go again and try and improve upon that if we can. Again, there's no reason to assume that we shouldn't be competitive. We have been the last 2 years, and we've got some very, very good 2020 players. With regards to Championship cricket, I think our record in Championship cricket is excellent. I know we fell off the pace a bit the last month of the season last year, but we've addressed one or two things, and hopefully we can start really strongly and get ourselves into that strong position as we were at the beginning of August last year, and hopefully kick on from that position. And 50 over cricket, again, we were disappointing last year. The last 2 games were rained out, so it didn't really allow us to get to quarter-final stage, which was disappointing. But this year's a different year. We may have different personnel playing, and it's quite exciting.
Obviously, Ian's going to captain the team this year. Is there a plan B if it does go well for him and he gets called up for England at any point?
Yeah, I think we're pretty clear as to where we're going with the captaincy. Obviously, that relies on that person being available as well. And we've got one or two guys that certainly would stick their hand up and captain. We don't know what's going to happen with Ian or Chris Wokes or anybody else on the side. We hope that they start the season really well and give themselves that opportunity to get back into the England team. And I think what we've seen over the last few months is that England have selected on merit. They've selected guys who are playing good cricket. So I guess it's over to them now to make sure they start the season well and they're successful individually and are contributing towards a successful side.
Are Yorkshire the team to beat in the county championship again?
Obviously, they're back to back, and they've got a really good brand of cricket. They've got a strong squad as well. But look, there's no easy game in Division 1 cricket. Everybody is a strong game. We see Lancashire and Surrey coming up. They're 2 big clubs, big squads, and they've got some very, very good players. So, every single game's huge, and it's really important that we acknowledge the fact that you can lose your way in a game pretty quickly. So with that in mind, we've just got to make sure we're focused, we're pulling together as a side, and we're delivering our skills every single minute of every single day, because you very quickly lose your way if you don't.
Warwickshire treble this year?
Oh, of course, yeah, no doubt. Dead easy, isn't it?